Hello and welcome to today's Hindu newspaper analysis of the Delhi edition from the front page. Okay, SC lifts stay on Haryana quota for private jobs. What is issue? The court requests High Court to decide on plea. Okay, again within 4 weeks. The Supreme Court, the Supreme Court on Thursday set aside a Punjab and Haryana High Court order staying to controversial state bid provides 75% reservation for local youth in private sector jobs paying less than rupees 30,000 a month. Industry association have said the law affects the idea of India, okay, as an economic unit. Okay, a bench of justice LV Rao and PS Narsinga aside a February 3 order of the High Court on the ground that it did not give the sufficient reason. The bench observed that every law passed by the legislator was presumed to be legal. In order to stay on the implementation by a court of law should be okay reasoned. The High Court had not given sufficient reasons for stopping the Haryana law and its track on February. Okay, there is a there is a presumption of legality in favor of law and it is ordinarily not stayed unless the legislation is prime facie unconstitutional or illegal. Okay, reservation in private sector has no basis on the constitution. There was no empirical study done, no data whatsoever to justify this law is concluded from here. Okay, next, governor seeks talks with Mamta is not important. Okay, Singapore speech uncalled for says India. Taking a stern view of a speech by Singapore Prime Minister, okay, Lee Hsien Loong in the island nation's parliament criticizing decline of Nehru's India to a state whether almost half of the Indian MP are face criminal charges. The Ministry of External Affairs, also known as EMEA, summoned Singapore High Commissioner to India. Okay, Simon Wrong on Thursday. Official told Wrong that Mr. Lee's comments were uncalled for, land and unacceptable according to government sources. Okay, start flights to Ukraine government tells airlines. IT probes into NSC ex-MD may reveal young Yogi's identity. The investigation launched by the Income Tax Department, which on Thursday searched premises of former NSE ex-executive officer and managing director Chitra Ramakrishna in Mumbai and Chennai, may throw up some leads on the identity of the unknown Yogi within whom she had been sharing internal information. Okay, why blame Nehru? Ask ex-PM Manmohan Singh. Controversial issue है. Modi government cannot escape the responsibility for mismanaging the country by blaming its first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, said former Prime Minister Sri Manmohan Singh on Thursday. In his first video message to Punjab voters ahead of the February 20 elections, he criticized the centre on a host of issues, including the fair and price, farmers and steer price ahead of the February 20 elections. Okay, Dr. Singh said should be mindful of the dignity of the Prime Minister's office. Okay, Prime Minister's office. Hitting back at Dr. Manmohan Singh. Okay, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said he was more remembered for how he brought India to be the fragile five groups. Rampant inflation, Dr. Singh said all those who used to attack him as a being silent and running a big of corrupt government were how exposed is not most important. ड्यू कॉलेज रीओपन आफ्टर 2 years. 2 साल के बाद अभी ड्यू के कॉलेज खुले हैं. कल आपको पता है चीज़. नेक्स्ट, IED found in old Simapuri, New Delhi, linked to Gazipur incident suspected. Why? A bag containing an improvised explosive device, also known as IED, was found in the northeast Delhi, Simapuri, on Thursday. The police said, it's not important. Let's move to another article. Due campus abused with captivity as student returned after 2 years. Finding affordable accommodation is still top priority of those not from Delhi. समझ गए? This is accommodation. Rape survivor says section of SC/ST Act not added to her FIR. 20-year-old student who was allegedly raped by a man she met on a dating applications has claimed that police have not added sections of the SC/ST, also known as Prevention Atrocities Act, to her FIR despite a written complaint being submitted in this regard on February 7. The FIR was registered on January 20 at the Hauj Khas police station. The 27-year-old accused, a lawyer by profession, by arrested on February 2. He has been granted bail on the case by a court, DCP South, Benitha Mary, Jacker said. Responding to the victim's allegation, the DCP said no caste-based discrimination in the case has been made so far. The case has been lodged under the IPC sections pertaining to assault, criminal offense on women, rape and punishment for criminal intimidation. The investigation is still ongoing, and if any more actions of law are made out in the case, they will be added during investigations, the DCP said. SDMC issues guidelines for sludge disposal. Residents of unauthorized colonies can now reach out to 206 registered operators on the SDMC website for the proposed proper disposal of sludge generated from septic tanks. The civic body has issued guidelines regarding its Thursday. Let's move to another article. High Court notice over non-compliance of order, contempt petition after centers in action on appointment. The Delhi High Court has issued notice to central government officials for allegedly not complying with its July 2021 order. The court said it had directed the appointment of the certain successful candidates to the post of Joint Secretary and Legal Advisor in the Ministry of Law and Justice within 6 weeks. Justice Nazmi Baziri gave the order to a contempt petition which was filed by one Asutosh Mishra, one of the few successful candidates who directed to be appointed to the government post. The petitioner is to be appointed as the Joint Secretary and Legal Advisor in the Ministry of Law and Justice. The needful has to be done not later than 6 weeks upon the recipient of the copy of said order. There is a default in the compliance issue notice, the court ordered. Why was Khalid produced in handcuffs? Court asked Shipi. Fetters used despite orders bearing the same counsel. Umar Khalid, काफ़ी challenges case है. No change in insignia, colors big. Badge and addition, Delhi police. Tweets issued by police following conspiracy allegations. Responding to the controversy over its new commemorative badge, the Delhi police on Thursday said it had not changed its insignia and had only added a commemorative badge to its uniform to mark its platinum jubilee year. The clarification came a day after a senior JDU leader Upendra Kushwaha alleges that replacing Ashoka pillar with India's gate as logo of Delhi police was a conspiracy to erase Ashoka's the great history. The Ashoka pillar is an essential part of the insignia of the Delhi police, as before has no changes have been made so far insignia of the Delhi police. The police take pride in national symbols, the police said, tweeted from its official handle in Hindi. Let's move to another करी. No hijab in minority department institutions too. समझ गए? It issues a circular to implement the Karnataka High Court interim order. Okay, students of Kamala Nehru Memorial College is starting a dharna in Shimoga district in Karnataka. Thursday. Okay, institutions move High Court. The Karnataka State Educational Ministers Institutions Management Federation on Thursday moved to High Court of Karnataka questioning the legality of the February 5 government order on wearing uniform prescribed by the College Development Committee and other authorities concerned. Appearing for the petitioners, Federation Advocate G.R. Mohan requested a three-judge bench headed by Chief Justice Rituraj Avasthi to post the petition for the hearing on Friday. However, the bench told him that petition would be posted for hearing provided and it is ordered to as per the court's rules. Mulayam Singh seeks votes for son Shah takes dig citing his age. Akhilesh faces BJP Baghel in Karhal. Is not important because political controversy. Malayalam actor Kottayam Pradeep died. RT-PCR not required for Kerala Goa travelers. Why? Passengers coming to Karnataka from Kerala and Goa no longer need to negative RT-PCR report. Following a recommendation by the State COVID-19 Technical Advisory Committee, Karnataka on Thursday relaxed this rule. Kerala seeks review of 2014 Supreme Court verdict on Mulla Periyar Dam, most important for UPSC examinations as well as state PCS examinations. Worried about peoples in downstream reaches of river basin. मुल्ला पेरियार डैम केरला में है जिस पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने 2014 में फैसला सुनाया था, उसके रिगार्डिंग है. जरा लेट्स सी स्लाइटली ओवर दिस इशू. Kerala has sought a comprehensive review of the May 2014 judgment of the Supreme Court allowing Tamil Nadu to raise the water level in the Mulla Periyar Dam from 136 to 142 feet. In 2014, a 5-judge bench had quashed a law enacted by the Kerala to prevent Tamil Nadu from rising the water level. Kerala is pushing for a larger bench to reconsider the 8-year-old judgment. In written submissions filed before the apex court, the state evoked the precautionary principle of law to seek a review of 2014 judgment. It pointed to the 2021 Chamoli disaster at the Tapoban dam site in Uttarakhand, which is very popular recently days. And dangers to thousands of lives living downstream Mulla Periyar site in considering the excessive and erratic rainfall during the monsoon for 4 years 2018 to 2021, particularly in Idukki district of Kerala. The state represented by the senior advocate Jaideep Gupta said the only solution was to build a new dam. उन्होंने बताया कि एक ही यहाँ हल हो सकता है कि नया डैम का निर्माण किया जाए जिससे कि घाटी के ये डैम के निचले हिस्से में रहने वाले लोगों को दिक्कत नहीं होगी. In these times, environment change, no amount of rejuvenation can be perpetuate. 126-year-old deteriorated dam that now exists at Mulla Periyar. 126 साल पुराना है, अंग्रेजों के समय का बना हुआ मुल्ला पेरियार डैम है. Carrying out strengthening measure would not be sufficient in the above circumstances. It is necessary then the judgment of 2014 be now comprehensively reviewed, if necessary by a larger bench of the court. The written submissions stated Kerala side it was only concerned about the lives and properties of people downstream reaches of the river basin of Periyar. Periyar is the longest and largest river in Kerala, state of India, which origin from the Western Ghat and reaches to the Arabian Sea. These are the important point from here. Central teams inspect damage to kharif crops in Rajasthan. Why? An interministerial central team has assessed the damage caused by drought to kharif crops in western Rajasthan as part of an exercise for releasing financial assistance for mitigating the impact of drought. The team members visited agriculture fields and interacted with farmers and cattle rearers in Jaisalmer district of Rajasthan. Okay, the 10-member team comprised Central Water Commission's okay, Niti Aayog Assistant Director Shiv Charan Meena and others. The team looked into the scope for the opening fodder depots for the livestock in the drought affected region and laid emphasis on the making proper arrangement for supply of drinking water to the okay villages is not sufficient. Sena BJP continue to trade changes. Okay, Rawat accuses Shaumya of extortion, later challenges MBA motor to launch probe. Okay, Chennai family gives rupees 2.9 crore to Turmala. In Bisakha Bharti, protesters seek UGPG courses in Arabic. बिराज टू कम अंडर सिक्योरिटी ब्लैंकेट फॉर फ्लीट रिव्यू. बिराज देखिए क्या है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सेलर्स एंड कैडेट्स मेन द रेल्स ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग सेल शिप INS तरंगिनी एज द ओके प्रेसिडेंशियल यशत passes by at the fleet review redressal in Visakhapatnam on Thursday. Over 5,000 security personnel to be deployed. Visakhapatnam will come under a heavy security cover from February 20 to March 5 as two major events of the Indian Navy. The Presidential Fleet Review, also known as PFR, and the Milan 2022. Milan celebrated after every 2 years. Okay, 2022 will be held during this period. Over 5,000 security personnel are being deployed. तैनात किए जा रहे हैं, especially to handle the FPR on Friday 21 and the city parade of Milan, which is scheduled for February 27 on beach board. About 3,500 personnel are being brought from other districts and will comprise men from various wings such as the civil police and armed reserves and anti-terrorist forces such as AP Special Police and Greyhounds. Okay, and the outcrops. Greyhound is especially police of Andhra Pradesh state of India. These are part of central security forces such as NSG, ITBP, and the Maritime Commando of the Navy will be part of security cover. Okay, let's move to an editorial section of the Hindu newspaper. India has still to get a good grip on road safety. The center and state need to be on the same page in improving and strengthening safety plans and infrastructure. Why? What is crux of this article? Last year, while inaugurating a webinar on vehicle crashes and road safety organized by the MIT Art Design and Technology University, Pune, Union Minister for Road Transport and Highway Nitin Gadkari remarked that the target is to be reduced 50% of the road accidents by the 2025, adding that we can achieve zero deaths due to road accidents by 2030. He said that the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway had participated in a conference in Sweden in 2020 and third high-level global conference on road safety for achieving global goals 2030, where it was conceptualized to have zero road fatalities in India by 2030. समझ गए? भारत ने 2030 के सस्टेनेबल सतत पोषणीय विकास लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करने के लिए बताया है कि 2030 तक हमारे यहाँ कोई भी रोड से एक्सीडेंट नहीं होगा. Therefore, there was a need to expedite the task of saving lives in accidents. Okay, though it is essential to remain focused in this approach and be optimistic while fixing targets, the fast record of the road accidents and available infrastructure to deal with road safety measures in India should not be lost sight of, particularly when the encroachment of motor vehicle related lies primarily responsibility of the states. Okay, where do we so stand vis-a-vis last decade's target? In 2010, the United Nations General Assembly, after considering the alarming situations of the road accident facilities adopted the global plan for the decade of action road safety 2011 to 2020, aimed at reducing the fatalities in road accidents by 50% by the year 2020, and was accepted by much of the world including India. और दुनिया के सभी देशों ने इसको स्वीकार किया, जिसमें भारत भी शामिल है. Though a number of steps has been taken in the last decade to check road accidents, statistics published by the Ministry of Road and Transport and Highway show that the number of deaths in road accidents increased from 1,42,485 in 2021 to 1,50,113 in 2019. इंक्रीज हुआ है. The ministry is yet to publish its data for the year 2020, but the annual publication of the National Crime Record Bureau, tilted accidental death and suicide in India 2020, so that this is book, so that the 1,33,201 deaths were recorded in 2020. That is the increasing point. Okay. That is the increasing point in 2020 was primarily due to the various lockdowns, which were in force during the first wave of COVID-19, when only limited number of motor vehicles were on the roads. However, the fatality in number of deaths per 100 accidents, which 26.9 in 2001 and continued to rise. This data. Why the court intervention here is compulsory in this direction. The Supreme Court of India, while hearing a petition filed by Dr. S. Rajsekharan on orthopedic surgeon and then president of the Indian Orthopedic Association on road safety, passed order to constitute a committee road on safety under the chairmanship of Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan, which was notified by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway on May 30, 2014. The court on November 30, 2017 issued a number of directives with regard to road safety that inter alia included the consumption of safety road council, establishment of a lead agency, the setting up of road safety fund, notification of road safety action plan, the constitution of district road safety committee, engineering, identification and ratification black supports adoption of the traffic calming measure, conducting a road safety audits. The ground reality. What is the ground reality? The Motor Vehicles Act 1988 was partially amended in August 2019, and some of the amended new sections which made traffic violations more stringent came into effect from September 1st, 2019. However, most states did not increase the corresponding compounding traffic violations fee. This increase was criticized and people protested on the pretext that the paying capacity of the average Indian was still limited. Also, only few cases of traffic violations are contested by the accused in court of law. So unsafe routes. So these are the major head points from this article, which highlighted the India's law and legislation regarding the road safety vehicles, easing trade in line to beyond oil. An India-UAE free trade agreement will enable two-way investment flow, help achieve ambitious exports. What is crux of this article? India has embarked on a new journey, a new free trade agreement journey to be precise, with renewed zeal and vigor. India's approach towards FTA is now focusing more on gaining meaningful market access and facilitating Indian industry irrigation into global value chain. As Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal has repeatedly emphasized, India would no longer to signing trade agreement to just join to group, but new approach of FTA negotiations would respond to the need of new emerging dynamics and international trade in Indian economy. Focus countries under the revamped FTA strategy. The government of India has prioritized the least 6 countries of the regions deal with the United States of Emirat. Figured to the top list of the early harvest deal. Others are United Kingdom, European Union, Australia, Canada, and Israel, a group of countries in the Gulf Cooperation countries. The early harvest deal is to enlarge into a comprehensive FTA in due to course of time. This is a very welcome move. Okay, where the government of India can be seen actively revisiting pending FTA, entering into fresh negotiations, and also being open to the interim. Okay, mini trade deals. At the same time, the UAE too announced in September 2021 its intent to pursue bilateral economic agreement with 8 countries. That is India, UK, Turkey, South Korea, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Israel, and Kenya. The goal of concluding these agreements within 1 year, not extended years. Okay, major economic hub. Why major economic hub is important? The UAE has emerged as an important economic hub, not just within the context of the Middle East, but also within West Asia, but also globally. The UAE, due to its strategic location, has emerged as an important economic center in the world. Okay, in recent years, the UAE, through its Vision 2021, has sought to diversify its economy and reduce its dependency on oil. Since 2012, okay, growth has been led according to the World Trade Organization document by the non-hydrocarbon sectors, reflecting the successful diversification of the economy. Although the UAE has diversified its economy, the hydrocarbon sector remains very important, followed by services and manufacturing. Within services, financial services, wholesale and retail trade, and real estate business services are main contributors. Okay, these are the main contributors of the United Emirat. Okay, Emirat economies boosters. India and the UAE established diplomatic relations. This is most important noted from here. Okay, for the IR relations, India and the UAE established diplomatic relations in 1972. भारत और यूएई ने अपने सबसे पहले कूटनीतिक संबंध 1972 में स्थापित किए थे. Okay, the greater push has been achieved in bilateral relations. Okay, with the visit of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the UAE in August 2015 marked the beginning of a new strategic partnership between the two countries, that is India and the UAE. Further, during the visit of the Crown Prince of the Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Mohammed bin Al Jad Nahyan, to India January 2017 as the chief guest at the in India's Republic celebration in 2017. Okay, it was agreed that bilateral relations were to argue to comprehensive strategic partnership. Okay, this gave momentum to launching a negotiations for an India-UAE comprehensive economic partnership agreement, eventually launched in September 2021. Trade and investment data. Why this is important? Data is not important from here, and let's move to theory section. Okay, with India's newfound strength in export as country is on the verge of creating history by reaching the figure of US dollar 400 billion of the merchandise export. A trade agreement with an important country such as UAE would help sustain the growth momentum of our country, as we are witnessing a big turnaround in manufacturing. The UAE would be an active export. Okay, would be an attractive export market for Indian electronics, automobiles, and other engineering products. Okay, a trade agreement is also an enabler two-way investment flow. The UAE investment in India is estimated to be around $11.6 billion, which makes it ninth biggest investor in India. On the other hand, many Indian companies have set up manufacturing units either as joint ventures on special economic zone for cement, building materials, textiles, engineering, and products, consumer electronics, etc. Many Indian companies have also invested in tourism, hospitality, catering, health, retail, and education sectors. As both the UAE and India are aggressively pursuing financial trade agreement with several important countries, not only companies from these two countries but also multinational companies from other geographies too, would find the UAE and India an active and attractive market to invest. समझ गए? Basically India and UAE are ठीक in recent years is the requirement of the each other as an export springboard. India is aiming to achieve the US dollar 1 trillion of merchandise export. US 1 talent trade service exports by 2030. A trade agreement with UAE and will be springboard realize these ambitious export targets. The UAE is a party to several regional and bilateral FTA agreement, including the countries in the Gulf Cooperation countries. As part of Gulf Cooperation, the UAE has strong economic ties with Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman, meaning the UAE shares a common market and customs union these nations, because this comes in the Gulf Cooperation nations. Under the Greater Arab Free Trade Agreement, also known as GAFTA agreement, the UAE has free trade access to Saudi Arabia, okay, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Jordan, Egypt, Iraq, Lebanon, Morocco, Tunisia, Palestine, Syria, and Libya and Yemen. The FTA bill, the UAE bill pay for India to enter the new strategic location and have be relatively easy to access to Africa market and its various partners, which can help India to become part of simply chain, especially in handlooms, handicraft, textile and pharma companies. Okay, on compliance requirements, what are compliance requirement from here? The UAE tariff structure is bound with the Gulf Cooperation countries and applied average tariff rate is 5%. Therefore, the scope of addressing non-traffic barriers become very important. The reflection of NTPS can be seen through the non-tariff measures, which have mostly been covered by uh, the UAE had 451 SP notifications. समझ गए? And is post cold war security order changing? What is so far only for gist from here? After a week long standoff, Russia announced on Tuesday it is the pulling back some of its troops from the areas close to Ukraine, signaling a possible de-escalation. But at the same time, it has said, it is core security concerns, particularly NATO expansionary open door policy, remain unaddressed. The crisis has brought the post-Cold War European security architecture into sharp focus and triggered debates on whether the great power rivalry is back in the continent. In a conversation moderated by Stanley P. Raghavan and Nandan discussed the Russia-Ukraine crisis, what it means to be the post-Cold War era. Expert here. The elusive stars, celebrities much more accessible before social media and OTT platforms came along. And a planetary adjustment, India must prioritize the transition to energy sources that do not upset the natural balance. Natural balance. No room for bravado. As long as the virus in wide circulation globally, India should not lower its guard. Let's move to another article. And on next page, SC lifts stay on Haryana quota for private jobs. Also discuss. Jaishankar leaves for Germany. France focus remains on Russia. EU counterparts to push for a tougher line from New Delhi to Moscow actions. Australian Foreign Minister Maurice Penny and Jaishankar at a press conference in Melbourne, Australia. Singapore PM speech and called for says India science-backed diplomacy at UNSC. Bilkins arrest warrant issued against J&K journalist. Why blame Nehru Manmohan? Asked government. Unhappy Congress brass. Meet Uddhav. Last page article is most important from today's. That is a question and text. Russia demands security guarantee. Moscow says it will be forced to respond if no assurances come. US says Ukraine invasions imminent. France to withdraw troops from Mali after 10 years. France announced on Thursday that it would be withdraw its troops from Mali. Mali is in Africa continent. Zelensky is Prime Minister of Ukraine, admits Ukraine NATO bid has stalled. In China, vice principal to curb violin menace. China ask India to ensure fair treatment of Chinese firms. Chinese statement follows ban on 54 apps searches at the premises of Teleco Huawei. What is last segment of this newspaper? that is the text and context. Text and context basically the gold standard for a prime minister. Gist: why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru recently is in news. Jawaharlal Nehru's greatness is that the nation often misses his empathy, intellect, and competence. What is gist of this article? डेमोक्रेसी डिमांड ए लीडर. लोकतंत्र को एक लोकतंत्र नेता की मांग करता है, स्पेशली वन हु इज कॉल्ड टू लीड द गवर्नमेंट टू पोसेस थ्री वर्चूज टू ओके रिडीम हिज प्लेज. फर्स्ट, he must have past track record of service within humility, a commitment of the institutions of the state norms, the second virtue of a leader, while the third virtue is the quality of leader's legacy. Jawaharlal Nehru embodied all three qualities. A complex office like that of the Prime Minister of India requires two divergent temperaments. One, it has a front office function wherein the incumbent must become the face of his government. Allegations with masses draw their support and legitimacy. One must be an extrovert, articulate and full of vigor. To the back office function of the Prime Minister amounts to the invisible work of reading journals of the making crucial decisions. Only an inward leader who is contemplative and familiar with the complexities of governance will be able to charge this duty. Okay, thus a great leader has something timeless about him and remains consequential. He cannot be diverted on the attitude. Okay, so this concludes. Thank for watching today's.